Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the talk thing show that shows without a shadow of a doubt that the so-called African American didn't find his way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One, and I just want to speak on something. How the mind control goes on, not only throughout the world, but particularly with the people who are called so-called African American. As you've seen in the past few weeks, what's going on is just a repeat of what happened during the Rodney King thing, what happened during the LA riots. And these type of things happen all the time. And it's like the sister Deborah said yesterday, we keep repeating the same thing over. And really? So when you see it go on this time, you see that a lot of us are not into it. It's white folks setting stuff on fire, blaming you. But you always want to kiss them in the mouth. Yeah, I know. Pay attention to what's going on and how you're being manipulated. Get out of your emotions, because that's one thing the African American lives for, his emotions. That's the only thing they got, is to get mad. That energy that you waste in your emotions, that could be used for other things. So just think of it like, all right, say you got a sister whose car broke down and she in the middle of the street and there's only one brother there to help push her off the road. He started pushing her off the road, but he needs a lot of strength. So he goes, ah, and he does that to give himself more energy. Everybody does it. It's just something that we don't recognize all the time. That's energy. That's energy that can be converted into whatever you wanted to convert it into. Whatever you want to convert it into. So that's why I say stop wasting energy on stuff that really, it just sucks your energy up. And other people suck it up from you and use it against you. These are things we have to know about ourselves. These are why everybody come here. You are a natural resource. See, we're not understanding. And like you see, they'll convert your misery into tons of money. Into tons. While we arguing, bickering, not doing shit. This is our problem. We're easily distracted. Easily. You got to be like ants. Ants just keep going. They walk over whatever it is they walk over. They get the job done. We're easily distracted. I want to share something with you, and because this is the main purpose for this rant. How we say stuff keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. One of the reasons that it does, or one of the ways that it's shown, is through the TV and the media and the sports and all the entertainment. Those are big mind manipulators of the so-called African American. They're a so-called mind manipulator because we get TVs. We steal TVs so we can be programmed by these forces. And we're arrogant about it. And this was always spells our doom because we don't seem to learn. I mean, damn. You learn after hammering. If you keep hitting your thumb, sooner or later, you're going to learn how to hammer. You're going to learn not to hit your thumb. We don't seem to get it. So we're manipulated through the TV, but this is something, and this is for brothers especially. one of the ways we just made I mean, the sports thing, we've taken it. I mean, look, if you're gonna have own the whole leagues, Ice Cube told you that with older players. This is a perfect time to have your own league. You know, and then, and this is what I want to bring out. This is how our mind is controlled. Everybody knows that. Everybody who thinks said no, say, you know what, we should have our own league. It would be better. We would jazz it up and make it better than what it is now. The announcers, we have our own announcers. This is what I mean. You have to start thinking for yourselves. You can't do like other people do it because you're not them. And this is what we try to get across. You're you. You're a distinct people that everybody wants. Everybody emulates. Get busy. All of this stuff. They pimping you in these, where's your universities? Where are your colleges? Not those historically black colleges and universities. Those aren't yours. They're theirs. And don't forget it. Don't be like, oh, they're not yours. They're not yours. Build your schools. There's no, all these plants around here, all the indigenous people, your mamas and grandmamas and great grandmamas didn't have remedies in those areas. There wasn't plants that heal things. Where we doing where we at? I'm talking about all through this motherfucker, from Canada down to Chile, Alaska included. Got to stop playing this game like we from somewhere else because we don't want to deal with what's going on right here. We like to play. Where's all the plants that grow here in North America? We can't heal ourselves. We can't change the game in our favor. No, we can't work together. No, and this is this is the brother. You know what this brother says is European controlled, European owned. Aren't you tired of being that? Aren't you tired of being European controlled, European brother? Copper colored tie. I think you're on to something right there. European controlled, European owned. Aren't you tired of being that? I mean, seriously. Seriously. We like to talk all this stuff about how we the first man on the planet and we indigenous to the world and all this bullshit. What's up? You see that? I mean, you seeing those basketball players out there, they saying, no, we ain't gonna go back. Wouldn't this be an opportune time? Wouldn't this be an opportune time? Seriously. Have your own league. You would have all these, everybody at your beck and call. Everybody have your own league. How we're turned against that is through the media, and two people in the media that are really, if you look at them, you want to vomit. One is called Stephen A. Smith, and the other is called Charles Barkley. Let me tell you a story about Charles Barkley real quick. Know a sister that met Charles Barkley. And she's one of these sisters. She gets it. And she asked Charles Barkley, brother, I think they were at one of the casinos down south. And the sister said, asked Charles Barkley, yo, brother, when we gonna have our own casinos? She said Charles Barkley had this dumb look on his face, like, yeah, you're right, sister. You know how he talks. Him and this cat sees Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna get to Stephen A. Smith later because he's the worst. Barkley says sitting out would be a catastrophic mistake for NBA players. I don't think so. Why would Charles Barkley tell the players it would be catastrophic if you sat out? And they're the goods. They're what people want to go see. Shouldn't Charles Barkley, if he's a black man and blah, blah, and is allowed to speak to you every day? That's why many of us are in the mindset that we're in. Charles Barkley gives information, he gives knowledge. He's a fool. And these people are put in front of you to make you a fool. And we don't have to justify that. We know that. Now I want to get to this cat, Stephen A. Smith. And this is very dangerous. Very dangerous what this brother is doing. And this brother, he's one of them brothers that love to talk how much he make a year and blah, blah, blah. Check out what this cat say. Social injustice isn't a reason not to go to work. Social injustice isn't a reason not to go to work. Now, this is Stephen A. Smith saying this. We have thousands of brothers that emulate this man. We have hundreds of thousands of brothers who think just like this dude thinks. We have hundreds of thousands of sisters who will want to get with this man and have children with him. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. See, I know many of you get mad. Don't get mad. Listen to what I'm saying. And all you have to do, you don't even have to say nothing. You can disagree with it. But you know I ain't lying. These are the cats used to control your thinking. Control what you see. Tell you don't see it. Right? Right? Come on. Somebody right. Thank you, copper colored tie. Come on, y'all. Now is the perfect opportunity for indigenous. I mean, I'm not just talking about indigenous here people in America. I say the indigenous people here in America erase the borders. Be able to openly trade with your brothers in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Canada. These borders that these people put up are just to divide you. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got to get out of that. If this is not going to be just a repeat the same old thing over and over, because the African American energy is used against him. If you heard that program by the sister Deborah yesterday, she broke that shit down cold. Come on, y'all, we wasting time. We wasting time. So now's the time. Ditch those TVs. And when this brother Spaceman come on Thursday, check out this brother Spaceman. This cat, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Why aren't we doing this? This brother turned his daughter's big wheel into a damn helicopter. Huh? I have to see it to believe it. It's you would think he sit on the side of the road eating watermelon. You wouldn't even know him. Just a simple cat. And what we in African American do, we always trying to get on the starring role bill. We always try to get his tennis shoes. We always want to try to get what somebody got. instead of creating something for ourselves. I mean, which is simple. I don't know why we don't do it. So pay attention to the media and what the media is saying, what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to get you off. Now, I don't really pay attention to it, but I know I mean, people still walking around masks. It's about to be summer. Can you imagine wearing a mask in the South? How hot and humid it is, and you got a mask on. This is what we doing. This is what African American does, and will tell on you if you don't have one on. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.